with resources or lack. Doesn't matter. Everybody has their thing. For some people, it's art. For some people, it's cars. For some people, it's jewelry. For some people, it's travel. For some people, it's experiences. For some people, it's homes. For some people, it's charity. People would like to spend their money on what they want to spend their money on.
Are you ready? We're gonna run the play. Let's go. Do you know what it's like to come from nothing at all, but every day you just wanting it all? Do you know what it's like? Every day facing your fear, but believing that your blessing is near. Do you know what it's like? Growing up broken than most, but still being devoted the most. Do you know what it's like? Yeah, that's what the journey's about. Yeah. Let me show you how.
Man, welcome to the Run the Play show. I gotta say this real quick because a lot of people are like, oh, Beyonce's tickets. First of all, I've never been to a Beyonce concert. I will be going this time around. I decided I was gonna do that. And let me tell you why, because there's some people that's like, I would never pay all that money for a ticket. And I'm like, listen, let me. Now, I'm big on being financially responsible, right? Here's my thing. I know I have friends that do a lot of things, and I do a lot of things. And what I've noticed is no matter what amount of money you have, everybody has their thing. And so this isn't a money conversation, right? Because I also believe that somebody could save up money, because it's some of the ideas almost like people feel like if you buy a ticket, you aren't being financially responsible. And granted, there's some people that, maybe they don't have it, but it's like, it's an experience. Like, the point of an experience is you get a chance to experience something that you could do again. Like, I wish that I probably would have stepped out when I was a little younger and put some money aside and went to go see Michael Jackson. Why? Because he's not here no more. I don't get a chance to do it again. But what I was about to say is about people with resources or lack. It doesn't matter. Everybody has their thing. For some people, it's art. For some people, it's cars. For some people, it's jewelry. For some people, it's travel. For some people, it's experiences. For some people, it's homes. For some people, it's charity. People would like to spend their money on what they want to spend their money on. And for the people that come in like, and a lot of times it's people that they're trying to sell you something, right? They're like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You got to be responsible. Give me your money. And I'm like, okay, so I ain't gonna go see Beyonce, but I need to go spend it to buy your course. You know what I'm saying? Can you show me somebody that's got some Beyonce results? Because I always teach people that a lot of success is caught and not taught. Do you know in my business, I've learned stuff from going to see people like Kevin Hart. I've learned from seeing people like Dave Chappelle or like Tony Robbins, going to sporting events, spending money, because I'm like, okay, man, what kind of experience are people willing to invest this kind of money in? And I almost think as an entrepreneur, you got to reverse engineer. Like, man, how can I build my presence in a way that people would be willing to prepay me hundreds or thousands of dollars for me to perform nothing necessarily new. the same songs. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing we listen to on Apple Music or Spotify or any of the other stuff, but it's an experience. What kind of experience can you give your customers that's worth hundreds or thousands of dollars? See, some of us, we believe the only experience we can give people is they got to be able to make money, and that is an experience. What about the customer experience? How do you get people to stand in line? What I've been telling a lot of people is like, if you don't understand it, buy the cheapest seat, get in the room. I promise you, you'll be like, you know what? I get it. And while we at it, Taylor Swift had tickets that was expensive too. I ain't hear nobody, they ain't really talking about that. Why? It's only, I don't know what it is about culture, but it seems like it's just, a lot of times, it's just when our people do it. You understand? I don't know. Can we get better with that? Because, again, we should be celebrating. Here's a young lady that didn't grow up the way that she is today. She wasn't the Beyonce that we know as today in the world. But, man, she developed herself. Had arguably one of the most successful groups of all times. Stepped out, continued to elevate her brand. Her and her husband, what they've been able to do, I think is more of keeping her family together through challenges. Popping out, but people talking about what she did in Dubai. Oh, she did all that? Yes, you would too, for an hour. You would take over $20 million for that too. Don't act, people be acting like same thing they did to my coach up there in Colorado, Deion Sanders. Like, people always just got something to say instead of saying, you know what, hey, if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. But I better not be able to check your receipts. And then maybe your thing is food. Maybe your thing is alcohol, or maybe it's the club. A lot of things that I'm not saying I recommend that either. But what I'm saying is everybody's got their thing that they like to spend their money on, that they like to invest their money to. So who are we to say, oh, you're wrong for doing that? What I would say is, listen, I can appreciate that. And man, if you're in a financial situation, do it. If you're not, hey, why don't we use this as an opportunity to help you find the money? Man, there's so many ways. You can become an affiliate marketer. You can learn a different skill. You can start a new business. You can cut down some expenses. You can always make it make sense. Set up your emergency fund, all the responsible things, but can we stop knocking people every time? And then we try to flip it into a sell for ourselves as if we got the Beyonce effect. And maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I just had to get off my chest because I'm tired of people doing this every time somebody come out and do something big. We got to rain on the parade. So please stop it. And if you don't understand it, buy a ticket. I don't have a link to make money off of her tickets, but I'll put it in the description because you should buy a ticket to find out about an experience, to see why would somebody want to do that. And I promise you, if you look around, if you pay attention, you'll find some lessons there that you can apply to your life, to your business, experience to your customers, how to put on a show that can be life-changing for you. So let me know how you enjoyed the concert, and hopefully I'll see you at a city near you. Go run the play. What's going on? Listen, make sure you guys go to RunThePlayStore.com. Get your official Run the Play gear. We talk about shirts, socks, jackets for everybody that's Run the Play all across the world.
Are you ready? We're gonna run the play. Let's go. Do you know what it's like to come from nothing at all, but every day you just wanting it all? Do you know what it's like? Every day facing your fear, but believing that your blessing is near. Do you